Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we are going to be talking about this new AMD update and all the nice and good things they are doing for Nvidia, for the Nvidia 30 series cards. So nice of AMD to like actually care about Nvidia customers, because it's not like Nvidia is going to care about them. Wait, how many more can I put on there? Announcement. Sorry, I forgot to add that in there. Sorry, I just got to set this up real fast, my friends. What's up, Onyx? Nvidia bros already trying to discredit AMD, man. What the freak? Oh yeah, well, but you gotta remember AMD's got like bad drivers and blah blah blah. Dude, I'm so sick and tired of these fanboys, man. Like these little fanboy channels out there, they're just like the PlayStation guys, bro. Every time AMD does something, Nvidia bros always got to try to rain on their parade. Always got to try to knock them down a peg. Yeah, well, I mean, if they were cheaper, maybe AMD should be a cheaper card or something, man. You forget, AMD doesn't have to beat Nvidia, bro. They just have to deliver an experience. Oh, dude, I've seen a couple of them. I posted on them on Twitter, bro. I posted on their thing, or not on Twitter, but on their YouTube thing. They come out and they're like, man, this is a good announcement for AMD, but you got to remember. I was like, yeah, right, dude. What's up, most consistent Xbot? So tonight we're going to watch some of these fellas, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Oh yeah, we're gonna look up some of their videos. Oh sheesh, let's see. Not YouTube, yes, YouTube. YouTube. Nvidia bros already trying to take them down. I mean, you got Daniel Owens. He's been pretty positive about it. You know what? Okay, so I haven't watched Hardware Unbox. Let's watch Hardware Unbox video. We're gonna look at some of this. We're gonna go through. We're gonna watch some of their announcements, some of these guys' videos. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be good for everybody, I believe.
When Google Fiber first launched 1 gig, it cost
$70.
$70. Today, it costs.
I just told you it's $70.
$70. All right, let's see. Skip that ad. All right, let's see what Hardware Unbox. I like Hardware Unbox. These guys aren't too bad, but let's see.
To Hardware Unbox today.
Oh, no, I can't even hear them.
Announcing the Radeon RX 7800 XT and Radeon RX 7700 XT. We have all the details, including specifications.
Let's see.
Date, pricing.
Oh, we're doing it live. Yeah, we're doing it live, my friends.
Details on FSR 3, Anti-Lag Plus, Hyper RX, and more. So let's get started. I'll begin with the two new graphics cards, both of which will be available on September 6th. The RX 7800 XT.
That's a beautiful little stack now, my friends. Look at this. Those look pretty nice, man. See, you guys got to understand, bro. AMD doesn't have to necessarily beat Nvidia. They don't have to beat them. They just have to deliver an experience that makes people like me happy. That's all they have to do. They just have to give you an experience at a fair price that makes you happy. That's all they really have to do.
While the RX 7700 XT will be priced at $450 US, both occupy.
Buy a AMD graphics card, Reforge, and you'll get it for free. You'll get your review code.
RTX 4070 and RTX 4060 Ti. These new cards are both based on AMD's RDNA 3 Navi 32 GPU die.
It'll still be the chiplet.
It has one GCD in the middle, a smaller GCD than was used with Navi 31.
See those
but
little
it's
bad
still
babies?
got
Yeah,
TSMC
those are the
3500.
chiplets.
Flanking this are 4 MCDs using TSMC N6 process. So from a GPU design perspective, it's most similar to the RX 7900 XTX and 7900
Okay, wait, you know what?
than the RX 7600.
Let's do this first. Let's watch the actual announcement first, so that we can kind of look over that. I do need to buy my PC game, my PC frame gen. Dang it,
I just
cabbage.
want to keep digging on some of the updates and news on software, so I'm just straight up gonna ask, when is FSR 3 coming out?
You guys want an update on FSR 3?
Do you guys want an update?
I think it's the most replied comments.
The benchmarks with FSR just showed native,
FSR
just like
3.
Nvidia
We've got a
DLSS.
great update for you today on FSR 3. So first of all, what FSR 3 is, in case you're not sure, is it's obviously the follow-on to FSR 2, our upscaler and our performance enhancer.
All they have to
that
do is make
integrates
great
into
games like
games.
Starfield 4.
But FSR
Exactly.
3 adds our
You
fluid
build it and they will
frame
come.
technology. And what that does is it literally generates frames for you in your game, which can double and in some
Did you get that
cases
message,
triple
Cabbage?
your frame rate. And when you
I sent you a
pair
message
that
on the
to
Xbox.
it significantly reduces your latency as well. It's pretty incredible what the team has been able to accomplish with FSR 3. So, a couple other things
Cabbage,
to know.
check your
It's still gonna be
Xbox
open.
inbox or your
Radeon
Discord.
7000 series cards, Radeon 6000 series cards, and even older cards. How's that?
Hell yeah.
Doubling and tripling your frame rate on any card that can run.
Man,
basically.
dude.
Okay, but we didn't stop
You haven't
there.
checked it?
It's fidelity
check
effect
it.
super resolution.
Or check your
AMD
Discord
cares
message.
about all gamers. So we enabled
My
FSR
Steam Deck,
3
yeah?
not just
So
to work on
the-
graphics cards, to work on any
the,
graphics card.
Work on any graphics card though. El Cardo FSR 3 will be awesome. So, oh yeah, I got this cable. We're gonna check them out tomorrow. We're gonna check them out tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I just took a nap for like 3 hours. Dude, I was so tired.
And our engineers in
Yeah, no problem, my
software,
friend.
It doesn't just work on any PC graphics card. It even works on consoles like the Microsoft Xbox. Everybody should get the benefit of frame generation of fluid motion frames. It shouldn't be reserved just for the small select few of people that can buy the latest generation graphics card.
Preach, brother, preach! Preach!
That sounds amazing. So, when can we get our hands on FSR 3?
Oh, I forgot to say that. Who wants to know when you're going to get your hands on FSR 3? Yeah. So, first of all, let me show you FSR 3 in action. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is FSR 3 in Forspoken. This is their brand new DLC. Okay, and it's running here. You can see the kind of performance improvement that we're
Look
delivering
at
with
that.
FSR 3.
You guys know how much I
You
love
triple
performance.
The performance improvement when you turn this feature on.
I can't wait to see the image quality though, man.
And any of you guys checked out Immortals of Avium? Just came out.
Immortals of
FSR 3
Avium?
integrated into Immortals of Avium as well, and you can expect both Forspoken and Immortals of Avium patches coming out early fall. Just a few more weeks ahead. You're gonna see
Few more
these
weeks,
patches
baby.
come out. You'll be able to take advantage of these massive frame rate gains. We
Ooh,
didn't stop there. You
Well,
probably want it in more than just two
we're to
games,
Modern
right?
Warfare 2
I've
now,
been
about a
looking at the
month.
new Cyberpunk
Cannot stop
expansion
playing it.
for
Managed to get
PG,
some
Want FSR 3 in it?
OG crew back. Nice,
Absolutely.
nice.
You got it. FSR 3 for you. You got it.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
FSR 3 for you.
We've already got a bunch of games coming out with committed support for FSR 3. So just check the screen behind me. Over 12
We're gonna
games
pause
are
this
already
and look at
committed
this.
to integrating FSR 3 in it. And beyond these 12 games, we've got a bunch of game developers as well, including Unreal Engine is going to put a plug-in in Unreal Engine for FSR 3. And once you do that,
Okay, so let's look at this. Ascendant Studios, that's the guys that just created Immortals of Avium. Enduring Games, I don't know exactly who they are. Square Enix obviously going to support this. That's awesome. So you might get support in PlayStation and Xbox for them. Ascendant Studios, I'm trying to reach my contact on that to see if he can communicate with me if that's coming to the console versions or not. You got Massive Entertainment, which is Ubisoft. They do the Massive is doing gosh dang it, the new one, the new Avatar game that's coming out. They do the gosh dang it, the Division 1 and 2. Ubisoft is obviously going to back this and support it. Unreal Engine, Off-World Industries, 11-Bit Studios. We've got Focus Entertainment. We got Saber Entertainment. CD Projekt Red's going to be bringing this to Cyberpunk 2077. Game Science, I believe, is the guys that are doing Wukong. Black Myth Wukong. Pearl Abyss, these guys are doing Crimson Desert. They are also the guys that do Black Desert Online. So you got Sega obviously going to support this. You got Ryugo. So obviously this is coming to some of those new games. And then Bandai Namco. That is awesome, man.
You're going to get an absolute ton of games that are going to be integrating FSR 3. So expect FSR 3 support to grow very rapidly from here, just like FSR 1 and FSR 2 did.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. I think we're already through all the software stuff, right?
Almost.
Almost?
One surprise.
Oh, you got more?
Oh, yeah, I got one surprise for everybody, yeah. So, FSR 3 is pretty cool, obviously, right? But, so we're going to put it in 10, 15, 20, 50 games. You know, our competitor has their frame generation in like 50 games or so. Wouldn't you like fluid motion frames in thousands of games?
Yeah, this guy's starting to sound like Phil Spencer, bro.
How about DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 game you play? We can double and triple your frame rate. Wouldn't you like that? Yeah, we would too. So we asked our engineers if they can figure out a magical way of doing that, because nobody's been able to do it.
Dude, this sounds like some Xbox magic, bro.
Into the game, and that limits how many games you can launch out there with frame generation. But the engineers at AMD are pretty special, and they figured out a way to put fluid motion frames into HyperRX, and that means pretty much any DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 game running the AMD Adrenalin HyperRX software is going to get the benefits of fluid motion frames, frame interpolation, and generation. Awesome.
Okay, so let me clarify this because I don't think he clarifies this. So that is for for the 7000 series graphics cards only, I believe. I believe that is only going to work on the newest stack of Nvidia cards, at least at launch, and then maybe I have more faith that AMD would try to make it. I thought that it would work on RDNA 2 as well, but I think it's RDNA 3 at launch. Xbox games are mostly DirectX. Yeah, mostly. So
So it's already working. We've got it working in our labs. It looks
they didn't mention PlayStation 5, but they did mention Xbox in this, and that basically is a DirectX type deal, I believe.
incredible. It's going to be launching to the public.
But it should be available on PlayStation 5 as well.
By Q1, we'll be introducing that in the Adrenalin driver with HyperRX. And stay tuned to AMD News to learn more about it. All right, guys? That's going to be unbelievable. There's no other solution out there like it. You're going to get massive frame rate improvements with fluid motion frames.
Yeah, fluid motion frames is what they're called. See, it's not even fake frame rate. It's fluid motion frames. I'm joking. All right, so there was a Eurogamer article. Gamer. Wait. Eurogamer. All right. Oh, it's all one word. Oh, turtle. So let's look at this really quick. This is essentially Digital Foundry, except all cookies. Let's see, where's their last thing? Phil Spencer, Gamescom, Starfield presentation. Okay. Alright, here we go. AMD reveals long-awaited FSR 3 tech and frame gen for every DX11 and DX12 game. The DF team checks out the new features at Gamescom. Whatever, Eurogamer. Gosh, dude, all these pop-ups. The pop-ups are terrible. Following Nvidia's DLSS 3.5 announcements at Gamescom, AMD has finally revealed FSR 3 along with a separate frame generation solution that works with DX11 and DX12 titles. In a meeting with AMD, Digital Foundry saw both technologies in action and came away impressed. That should be all caps. No, I'm just joking. FSR 3 is a frame generation solution that operates along similar lines to Nvidia DLSS 3, combining frame generation fluid motion frames with super resolution upscaling FSR 2 and latency reduction anti-lag plus. So anti-lag plus is also new in the Hyper RX. In a small number of supported games with Forspoken and Immortals of Avium, set to first debut, the technology FSR 3 will work on Radeon graphics cards as well as Nvidia and Intel GPUs. So, how does FSR 3 look? At Gamescom, we had a demonstration of both titles running with the new technology active on the Radeon 7900 XTX running at 4K output. Both were running with VSync on, which AMD recommends for frame-facing purposes. In the very small Forspoken demo we saw, the game was running locked at 120 FPS, 120 frames per second, and looked just as a V-synced 120 FPS should look. The game was running in FSR2 quality mode, providing its own frame rate boost with frame gen, then taking you up to the limit in terms of fluidity and clarity. FSR 3 looked a match for DLSS 3. A view shared by Alex, Richard, and John, who were all present to see the demos in person. Now, I did reach out to Alex Battaglia over on Twitter. He did hit me back up. I was kind of talking back and forth with him about this a little bit, and he is impressed. Like, he is impressed. He does say it does look pretty dang good. So he's usually the one that goes like really hard for Nvidia's tech, and to hear him say that, I was like, wow, man, that must be pretty impressive tech if you actually think it looks pretty good. So that right there, like that right there kind of says a lot. If Alex is like, oh yeah, dude, it's not bad. So and I did talk to him a little bit on the console side, okay? Because with this frame generation thing, you do want your base frame rate to be about 60 frames per second, so that when you do actually start using the frame generation, it'll feel better too. It won't feel bad. And like kind of came to the conclusion that, like, say something like Immortals of Avium on the Xbox or PlayStation 5, where it is closer to 60, that would work on those type of games. But in games that it doesn't work, like that you're not getting, like say Final Fantasy 16. Like Final Fantasy 16, it's close enough to where it might work, but they would need to get that frame rate, that bottom frame rate up just a little bit higher. He is Captain Nvidia for sure. Yeah, so I mean, like, your performance mode on consoles might work, depending on. I mean, if the frame rate stays closer to 60 frames per second, then it's more of a possibility for FSR 3 to be able to generate frames for you on your Xbox or your PlayStation. If you go into it thinking like, well, here's the thing, man. I think that for consoles, FSR 3 could be big. Now, we've been waiting for FSR to come. We've all seen the fruits of that labor in games like Immortals of Avium. We've all seen the fruits of that labor in games like Remnant 2, both running on the UE5 engine. Both of them looking decidedly blurry on the Xbox Series S platform. So if you were to get FSR 3 working on like the Series S with it being like dropped way down, I don't know. I don't know how good that would be on the Series S, just because of the image quality. The image quality is already the resolution is already so low. So it I haven't tried frame generation myself yet, Onyx, so I don't know about the whole input lag, how that works. But so I mean, like, if the input lag is, well, see, with the Xbox controller though, the Xbox controller, the new Xbox Series X and S controller has dynamic latency input. It's already baked into the controllers, so I believe that would help with FSR 3, because it's already baked in there. That's why your Xbox games don't feel that sluggish when they drop down in FPS. Like they still feel pretty decent for the most part, because it's already got dynamic input latency or something like that. It's something that was baked in, something that I made a video about it. Path tracing is not going to work on a lot of GPUs either. That's true. Yeah, hey, Brian, nice to see my favorite PC gamer news channel. Frame generation versus FSR 3.0, which is going to be better? Well, according to Digital Foundry, let's see. Immortals of Avium was run in a similar conditions, 4K output resolution, FSR2 quality mode with frame gen, then added the equation to deliver a substantial boost to frame rate. This time though, we didn't hit a locked 120 FPS, but the increase to fluidity was still profound, and the quality of the generated frames again looked very good, comparable to DLSS 3. That's from Digital Foundry, man. And these guys here are usually 100% on the Nvidia bandwagon. However, despite running on a VRR screen, the game presented like standard VSync, meaning that drop frames were more noticeable than typical VSync stutter. A frame time counter in the top right of the screen did seem to suggest that frames were being presented as they would in a normal VSync presentation, even though the demo was using a VRR capable screen. Even so, the quality was clearly evident. So, I mean, AMD Central 24/7. Yeah, baby, yeah. Well, that's what's in your Xbox and your PlayStation 5 too. This news right here actually will benefit the consoles. Hogwarts frame generation works great. So I've got so many games that I'll be able to try with this frame generation thing if they actually get patched in. You know, if Hogwarts Legacy receives support, some of these other games, if they receive support for it, I'll be able to check this out. I mean, this does put, for the price of AMD cards, by having this technology and having this is right here, like having Digital Foundry come out and give their blessing on this, pretty much just kind of makes me feel like, okay, man, if as gamers, if we all want ray tracing and all these other technologies to become more evident in our video games, we are at a point where we might have to actually just start embracing this, bro. Because I don't know, man. Bro, if they put that AMG frame generator on like the PS3, yeah. FSR 3 gonna boost my 6750. Hopefully Digital Foundry is not BSing. It's not just Digital Foundry, bro. Like you are gonna have like your 6750 is obviously going to be supported by this. It is obviously going to be supported by this, like 6800s. All of the RDNA 2 cards will be supported with this. But like obviously your mileage is going to vary, man. So when is this FSR? It's coming out September. It's going to come to Forspoken and Immortals of Avium first. So I'm kind of at a mind right now. Like I'm kind of at the mindset right now. Especially after, you know, like my experience with Nvidia, the way that they don't support their cards, you know, all that. For them to not support the 30 series with frame gen and then have AMD have to come along and swoop it up and do it for them. If AMD can find a solution to make frame gen run on the 30 series cards and Nvidia can't, that is simply greed, bro. And that right there, and that says everything. That says everything about Nvidia you need to know right there. They are not interested in delivering you a solid product. They are interested in just getting whatever money they can from you and then moving on. That to me sounds pretty short-sighted for Nvidia too, you know? It's like AMD's ray tracing performance on this 7900 XT, and I've watched some of the other videos, you know, from some of the other content creators with AMD and stuff. I would say overall ray tracing performance is acceptable enough to where you can see it, you can play it, and it delivers a playable experience. And it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. That was the mic drop at the end of your video. Yeah. It's a lot cheaper, man. It's a lot more cost efficient to go with an AMD card and be able to still utilize that technology. But at the same time, like, yeah, like but you would have to go with a higher quality. But we have to wait and see how well works first on old games. Why would we have to wait and see how it works? I heard Starfield is going to be the first FSR 3 game. Bro, forgot that. Maybe FSR 3 doesn't work well with the creation engine. Who knows? They really are like Nvidia and PlayStation are pretty much the same company, I believe. I think they are. I do, man. I don't think either one of them care about their customers. Worthwhile on The Last of Us, yeah, they did say that it was worthwhile on The Last of Us. I have heard some stuff that it's gonna be blah blah blah. I love PlayStation. Starfield needs to be the first title. Why? Preach. No, man. If you think about it, bro, like I'm bitter. I don't lie to anybody when I say I don't lie to anybody. I'm bitter with Nvidia right now, bro. Like I am bitter. And today's announcement for FSR 3 made me even a little more bitter with those guys. How the hell are you gonna sell somebody a card one generation before and then drop support for it just like that? How are you not going to bring something like frame generation that will help with CPU load? All my Nvidia bros tell me that it helps with the overall utilization of your CPU for CPU heavy games. How is it that Nvidia would just leave that on the table, man, and not even go out of their way to support their graphics cards, man? That to me that's pretty bad. 3090 or 3090 Ti to outperform 7900 XT, but twice as much money. Actually, I'm pretty sure the 7900 XT and 7900 XTX are on par with the 3090 and 3090 Ti. I mean, if you turn on ray tracing, then the 3090's got the edge in a few games, but yeah, dude, if you're just using rasterization, bro, you are probably right around that. Right around that. And if you think about it, man, if you spend like $750 on a 7900 XT like I did, and you get 3090 level performance, and now you're going to get frame generation with it, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it can be optimized with it. I just said that Todd Howard probably said he doesn't need to. Well, yeah, I mean, the 3090 is actually going to benefit from the frame gen. It's 3090 for $600. Yeah, if you can get a used 3090 for $600 with AMD FSR 3 to get frame gen, like, you'll be all right. That would be a good buy. That would be a good buy. But how many people can get a used 3090 for $600? Let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see how many are available. Used 3090. All right, so we got one for $790. All right, I'll bring this lower so you guys can see again. So it looks like we got one here for $790. We've got a 3090 for $1,100. We've got a 3090 for $850. We've got a 3090 for $799. A Dell Optitex 3090 Ultra 16 gigs. What the heck? That doesn't sound right. Freaking 3090, 1350, 3090, 789. Where's the $600 ones? HP Omen, Nvidia. Okay, so there's one for $699 out of the Omen. What the heck? Then the $800. Shop RTX 3090 used. Let's see. We have found 0 items that match that. Where are the $600 ones? Where's the $600 ones? Yeah, dude. These are all the same prices as a 7900 XT, bro. EVGA. EVGA. Okay, EVGA 3090 is $850. Ooh, there's one for oh, that's not even a 3090. Come on, you little dork. So we're looking at anywhere from $745 all the way up to $1,000, to $1,025, to $1,290. eBay. 3090 was $1,200 minimum when I checked. Secondhand 3090 was selling for $2. What's up? What's up, buddy? Yeah, okay. Oh, but yeah, exactly. Like, where's see? Look at this, $16,999, bro. I should just buy that one, huh? That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna find a lot of them for $600. I mean, people say we can find them for $600, but yeah, here we go, man. Like, those don't look like $600 to me. Those look like they are at or above what you can get. You found a used 3090 Asus TUF for $685. $40 more, you get a 7900 XT. Yeah, I might buy one. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence. I've been thinking about Portal Player, PlayStation Portal for a while now. I definitely want one. I might buy one. They're only $200. I might do it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That doesn't look like a $600 to me, Matt. That looks like you're going to spend about the same price as a 7900 XT. You're going to buy a used 3090 over a new 7900 XT. That you get a free copy of Starfield for $100. So actually, it's a better deal. I have to buy it for the Clixies. If I buy a PlayStation Portal, I'll get Clixies. I'm not even going to lie, dude. I think that PlayStation Portal would be fun to use. To sit here and, like, play on it. I think it would be kind of cool, man. I do kind of think it would be kind of cool. AMD about to destroy Nvidia lower and mid-end cards. Yeah. Woo, boy. It's good if you're broke. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dude, yeah, definitely be broke and buy the AMD card. Wear your brokenness with pride, man. Wear your brokenness with pride, man. Ooh, extra cards, people just trying to help out. Dude, if being broke, if buying AMD means you're broke, okay, bro. Dude, I've spent so much money on this channel, man. It's not a broke thing. It's a principle thing at this point, man. I'm a principled person, man. I don't like being lied to, and I don't like being taken advantage of. I don't lie to people, and I don't take advantage of people. I don't like feeling that way, man. And Nvidia makes me feel that way. Ooh, we got this stuff. Oh wait, let me make that bigger so you guys can see the nonsense I bought. So we got the what's it called? Thermal Grizz. We got some Thermal Grizzly. We got some alcohol pads. We've got a whatever this is. And then we got a spatula. We got a spatula, spreading spatula. We're going to be doing some PC renovation or new CPU installation here shortly on the major rig. We also got another set, a different kind as well. I thought that I was going to have the CPU here way before the Thermal Grizzly showed up today. So I've also got some Arctic Tech, some MX6 that will probably, I don't know. I might now that I have two CPUs, I might actually put the HP back together, because all I need for that is all I need to get the HP running back now after I get this CPU tomorrow. All I need is a graphics card, so I might throw like a 1060 in there and start doing comparison videos. See, look, AMD's way better than Nvidia. Yeah, I use my wife acetone. I know, they're telling you you're broke at $750. Dude, the 5900X. 5900X is going in this build. I'll put the 5800X back in the HP Omen. And then I'll get a graphics card for that, because I've already got some RAM. I've got an SSD I can throw in there, so I think it's gonna be good. John Lee, what's up, man? Hey, man, recent follower, keep up the content. I was a sucker and went green RTX 3080 Ti a year ago, and I think the next build is gonna be full AMD. Nice, John. Nice. Yeah, dude, AMD has blown my freaking mind. Absolutely blown my mind. Cryonaut. Yeah, Cryonaut is the thermal grizz. So I figured I'll just put that other PC back together with an Nvidia card in there. Oh yeah, dude, I was playing with my DualSense Edge yesterday. It's right here. Edgy. It's nice and edgy, dude. I love this. I love the bottom of it. I like this edge, bro. I do. Oh, I do like holding this. This thing feels very, very premium. I do like it. Or you need more cores. Yeah, I need more cores for... I'd like to upgrade... would you like to upgrade to a 5800 X3? I need more cores for... I think the more cores is going to be better for what I'm doing. RT though, frog, so sparkly. So sparkly. Nice. Yeah, dude. I love the DualSense Edge, man. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I like this DualSense Edge more than I like my Elite Series 2. I like the DualSense Edge better. I do. That DualSense Edge is a great controller. It's the best PlayStation controller I've ever owned in my life. This thing is absolutely incredible. I love it. I do love it. Apple iPhone, are you broke? I'm broke, man. I'm so broke. $400 Micro Center deal with a 7700X motherboard and RAM deal. Really? Micro Center doesn't. I don't have a Micro Center by me, bro. The only things I can get are. The only way I can get that kind of stuff, bro, is through. Yeah, dude, it destroys the regular DualSense for sure, man. So couchy. It does, dude. I sold all three of mine as soon as I got that one. I bought that, and I took all the other ones and I sold them. I was like, goodbye, dude. Those things are garbage. I'll never ever use them. Dude, if my DualSense Edge broke, I would absolutely buy another one. I will not ever use a regular base DualSense controller ever again. Too many games this month. Ooh, gave away one of those wheels in a raffle. I cannot. So with the Camus, I'll be doing a live stream, 3-hour live streams on the weekend, switching them out each week. I should have. They just sent me the other one, the 8 Newton meter wheel, so I'll be checking that out here this next week. It's in shipping right now. It's already been shipped. It should be here within the next couple of days. So the LPA is the 8 Newton meter wheel and rim. They sent me the GTS. So I got the GTS rim now too as well for GT racing. So I have the. So I'll have the GT1 and the GTS, which is the GT racing rim, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. So every week we're gonna be doing. They're gonna give me codes to give away during these live streams, or they're gonna show up and give codes away. These are you sold the purple DualSense Frog. Yes, the purple one's gone. It's gonzo. I sold all of them. Yeah, get rid of those other controllers. I would love to switch to AM5. It's just I'll switch to AM5 probably in the next couple of years or something. I don't know. Like, I'm not in a big rush. to upgrade to AM5 just yet. I want to see a little, like, that probably will be my next upgrade though, is like going AM5 or whatever. But when I go AM5, I'm going to go with a much higher quality than the 550. I was kind of pissed off that I couldn't put my 4 terabyte card in there, dude. I'm pretty mad about that. Yep, I got you sold them on eBay or Craigslist. What? Oh, I just took them over to GameStop, bro. GameStop was feeling lonely. Starfield Premium? Hell yeah. Jay's 2 cents do a video on Micro Center in the UK. That place would be cleaned out in no time. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that Micro Center will come to Utah someday. That would actually be awesome, man. I'm skipping 7,000 CPU. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna be buying a 7,000 anytime. GameStop is a scam. Dude, they gave me like $30 a controller. I was like, okay. Okay, guys, thank you for my $30 controllers. They tried to tell me they give me $12 for an Xbox One. I was like, no, I'll just keep the Xbox ones. I was gonna sell off like that extra one that came with my new Series S, but I decided to just keep it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily need to upgrade my CPU all the time. But if I do go with like an 8000 series graphics card, it depends, man. If AMD brings out an 8000 card, maybe I will upgrade. B550 does not read. Oh, it just doesn't have. I've already got like 2 SSDs in there, bro. And then I bought an adapter so that I could run it through my PCIe slot, and then put this in there, and it won't work. Like, it won't work on this B550. If I'm using both of those slots, I can only use one, so I have to buy like another adapter so that has 2 of them, so I can put 2 of the SSDs on one thing. Dang, that's a lot of freaking CPU freaking stuff, bro. That's a lot. Wow. That's a lot in that M6. I'll be able to repaste my CPU like 15 times with that. DDR6. So they just opened one in Indiana. They put C2 55-inch for $599. Oh my gosh, that is a good deal. Wait, no, C5, you just bought a 4080, so you'll have to upgrade in about a year and a half. You'll be upgrading in about a year and a half. If you bought an 80 series card, yeah, you're going to have to upgrade again soon. Are you wanting to go to bed, my love?
You're fine.
Micro Center here, close to Houston, and one in Dallas. Why not 5900X? Why not? Because I got it for $150. I got it for $150. That's why. I wasn't even going to upgrade my CPU until this AIO cooler went out. I was waiting for this MSI air cooler to go out before upgrading the CPU. What? Yeah, my name is Tyrone, and I decided to leak Starfield footage. It showed my face online. And I stole lots of copies of Starfield from a warehouse where I work, and I sold them online for $500 to $600 and I got caught and I'm in jail. Oh, dang. That dude, yeah, I heard about that. I'm surprised Xbox didn't send me a copy of it. Oh, right now they have open box 7900 XTX 940 tough. So tempted. Do it. Buy it. Buy it now. Frame generation is coming around the corner. You'll have frame generation before you know it. You'll have your frame gen back. You don't have to go that long without your frame gen, bro. Like, you'll be able to get fake frames quickly. I'm curious to see how it works, man. I'm not even going to lie. I just wasn't about to pay $1,200 for fake frame rate, dude. That's nonsense to me. Ended up getting one of those 7900 XTX, though. True story, by the way. Go for it. I would say get it. I think you'd be happy with it, Onyx. I really do. I think that all of your like hate and anxiety would go away very fast. I think you'd be a very happy gamer. Back to the chopper. It never ends with PC Master Race Money Pit. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's always wanting to upgrade. Always talking about upgrading. Always needing an upgrade. But we really don't need upgrades. I just wasn't about to... It's a principle thing with Nvidia, bro. Like, going back to 1080p gaming on a 3080, that to me was nonsense after only having that card for 8 months. Yeah. I bought the 7900 XT as a 1440p card, and now I'm able to play on freaking... Frog's done with consoles, wants to be Linus Tech Tips too. I'm not done with consoles. I still play on them. I'll still cover consoles. Xbox is my PC is an extension of my Xbox, though. I have all of my consoles still. I was gonna play some Firewall Zero or some Firewall freaking Ultra, and dang, dude, it was making me sick. It was making me sick after about a half hour, and that kind of sucks. Just need to drop res and settings. No need to upgrade. Nope. Yeah, I'm not dropping the res and the settings. I didn't buy a an $800 graphics card to play at 1080p. If I wanted to play at 1080p, I'd just turn on my PlayStation 5. My PlayStation 5 is better than a 3080. My PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X deliver on a 3080 experience, man. I'm about to send you my 4080 for a week for content. What do you think? Yeah, send it. I'll try it out for a week. Done making videos about consoles. It's not a waste of time and money. I would say a significant amount of this freaking channel is console, man. Like, I still get a lot of views on Series S content. Got to help those guys navigate. But in 2 to 3 years, your GPU will be mid. Yeah, and then I'll buy a new one. Once it's a mid, I'll buy a high quality one. .30 series is the biggest laughing stock in town, bro. A PlayStation 5 is outmaneuvering 90% of the freaking 30 series stack. That's so bad, man. That's so bad, dude. I'm sorry, man. NX Gamer was right, dude. NX Gamer was right when he said that. 30 series. It is horrible. You gotta have a 3080 Ti. Yeah. From the 3080 12 gig. 3080 12 gig and up. 3080 12 gig and up. A 3080 12 gig will the 3080 12 gig is still performing fairly decently at 1440p. No, it's not. It's limited by its VRAM. It might be faster in some games, but in the newer games, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are pulling ahead. I mean, we saw a video the other day of a 3080 trying to run Immortals of Avram at 1080p, 30 frames a second, and couldn't even run freaking Remnant 2, man. Yeah, 12 gigabytes is the new standard. That does kind of suck for Series S though. I'm not gonna lie, man. Anything coming from Xbox will probably run fine on a 30 series card, but anything coming from PlayStation, no, man. PlayStation games are going to be 40 series and above. 40 series and above. And unless you were smart like Bobby or Billy and you bought an AMD card last generation, like a 6800 XT, you're probably going to be okay. 2000 series, only 3000. It is funny, dude. It's actually absolutely a blast. Lower settings, the 30 series. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it does have, but I mean, like, those games are running smoother, man. Now FSR 3. Oh yeah, that might give it a. I'm just being a smart ass. I know that, like, the console. Well, I don't know, man. That is a good argument. That does, you know, raise serious questions on like the longevity of the 3000 series cards, man. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be realistic. The 3000 series was definitely a good send-off for 8th generation consoles. I will give it that. That 30 series, the 30 series will 100% run any PS4 and Xbox One game, no freaking problem. 4K resolution. Those cards were good. Were a good send-off for the 8th generation. They are not very good at the next generation games. I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna try to hold them up. Nvidia should have known better. Nvidia knew better. I do want max settings on every game. I didn't buy a freaking $800 GPU to play at freaking low settings, bro. You guys have, like, Stockholm Syndrome, man. You guys are suffering from Stockholm Syndrome, bro. Nvidia beats me every day, but I still love him. That's so bad, dude. Come on, man. Come on. You Nvidia bros. Nvidia smacks me around every single day, but I still love him. I still love him. I'm going to love him forever. He doesn't even use lube, man. He just takes it. He just takes it, but I still love him. It's a me, a Mario. I'm trolling, don't hit me. I have an AMD card in Nvidia. It's a Stockholm Syndrome, man. Oh my gosh. There's no defending Nvidia right now, bro. There's no way to defend that. They are way greedy and need to get taken down a peg. They deserve all the ridicule that they are getting right now, man. That VRAM allocation for that 30 series cards was absolute garbage. There's no defending that, man. Like, I'm not even going to try. 3070 was a 2080 Ti. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. A 2080 Ti had more VRAM, bro. Didn't a 2080? How much VRAM does 2080 Ti have? How much VRAM does a 2080 Ti have?
According to WCCF Tech, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 2080 Ti originally launched with 11 gigabytes VRAM, which was the highest you can get in the GeForce lineup during the
11 gigabytes of VRAM. The 3070, the 3080, 10 gig. None of those cards even come close to a 2080 Ti in terms of VRAM. A 2080 Ti is probably still doing okay-ish playing some of these newer games. At like 1440p resolution, you are probably still doing okay with a 2080 Ti. If you have a 2080 Ti, you're probably still doing a little bit better. It has 11 gigs of VRAM. Any of them 8 gigabyte cards and that 10 gigabyte monstrosity? No, man. I'm not. There's no way to be. There's no way to. There's really no way to sit here and like. I'm not going to give Nvidia a pat on the back for ripping people off, man. Like, that's so dumb. Oh, you did a good job, Nvidia. You gave us DLSS 3.05. No, man. Click the price, though, Frog. Yeah, the price was ridiculous. You're right. Like, you're right. The price was ridiculous. You still been playing Baldur's Gate? I do like it, but I have kind of moved on from it right now. Like I said I was going to. I said I was going to move away from it when the newer games started coming out. But the one I'm playing the most right now is Armored Core 6. That's the one that has my attention right now. If anybody wants to know where my attention is right now, it is on Armored Core 6. I was playing that today before I took my nap, and I'll be playing it again very soon. Well, I know it's struggling, just like the 10 gig, but it's not struggling as bad as the 10 gig. You know what I mean? Or it's not struggling as bad as them 8 gig cards. Out of an abusive relationship with Nvidia. You're just going to have to go buy a 7900 XTX. Sit back, take a deep breath, count backwards from 100, and you should be good, man. It'll only take you a couple days. I'm playing Armored Core 6 on PC, 120 FPS, man. That's why I bought that there. I would have bought it on Xbox, but I was like, yeah, dude, I want to see what this card is going to do, man. I want to see if I'm going to get the stuttering that I got with Elden Ring on that brand new 3060 Ti. I got more struggling on that. I had that game struggled on the 3060 Ti at 1440p with the stutter struggles and stuff. I'm not getting stutter struggles with Armored Core 6 at all. Like it's not like it's stuttering. I don't know how it's running on Nvidia cards, but it's not struggling on the AMD side. Pony's doing a frame comparison already. On what? Can't imagine those who spent 1,000 plus during the crypto boom for RTX. Dude, I feel bad for anybody that bought a 3080 10 gig at freaking scalper prices. Dude, that sucks, man. 4090 is... See, it's not the 4090s or the 3090s. Those are the best cards. Those are the best cards. Anything else than those two cards is a fraction... Is a fraction of the best. It's not the best. It's a piece of the best. That's it. That's all it is. It's a piece of the best. You can't pull up to the freaking. You can't be like, yeah, man, my Ford Pinto is almost like a Ford Mustang. You know what I mean? Like it's a fraction of it. Nvidia is just expensive. It's too expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. For what it offers, it's too expensive. And it doesn't have enough longevity baked into it. That is and will always be. So think about it, dude. AMD announced their new cards today with 16 gigs of VRAM. What did they call them? 1440p cards that can do a little bit of 4K. They marketed them as 1440p cards. Yeah. 16 gigs of VRAM is a 1440p card. 12 gigs, that I don't agree with. They shouldn't have. They should have marketed that as a 1080p card, the 12 gig. You're right, Pella. They do play the exact same games. What's the next AMD card releasing? They got the 7700 XT and the 7800 XT, both releasing on September 6th for the low prices of $449 and $499, with a free copy of Starfield at $100 value. So technically, it's $349 for the 77, and it is $400 for the other card, and you get the $100 version of Starfield, which is pretty freaking sweet, man. It's pretty freaking sweet, man. 4070 Ti is a sweet spot. Plus, you get RT for the Pro. How is the 4070 Ti? No. Because they are mid-tier card for... Yes, and so is a 4080. A 4080 is a mid-tier card. 4080 is a 1440p card. It's 1440p. I think that the 16 gig 1440p cards are going to last a lot longer than people would give them credit for. I do. I think that's what I do. See, Met Prism, I think that's why there's so much damn confusion in the PC space, is because everybody is trying to utilize DLSS and all these other features to make them feel like their card's in a higher place than it really is. 1440p is going to be using 16 gigs of VRAM when ray tracing is starting to be utilized more. It's not a 4K card, man. You need more VRAM. VRAM and bus rate. XTX is a 4K card, man. It's got the VRAM to back it up. It is a mid-tier card. Okay, I mean, like, you guys come back to me in a couple years when your 4080s are 1080p cards, man, because they're limited by VRAM. Yeah, the VRAM holds them back. That's Nvidia's plan. The 7900 XT will outpace the 4070 Ti for a lot longer. The VRAM is what freaking is what locks those cards in their place, man. $1080p in Cyberpunk. Come back with a 7000 series card. Yes, do it. 6950 XT is a 16 gigabyte card. It should last a long time too. 1440p. It should last you a while. Can't run at native 4K on a 7900 XTX, so it's also not a 4K. It can't run at It can't run at native 4K. Yeah, it can. Dude, it runs on my card at 4K. And it goes from like 30 to 70 frames a second without using FSR. What are you talking about? And that's a 7900 XT. 16 VIG. No, it's not horrible. It's a 1440p buffer. It's a 1440p card. The 4080 is third in 1440p benchmarks behind 4090 and 7900 XT. you're right. Not even the 4090 runs at a locked 60 FPS in that game. So there you go, man. You just shot the 4090 in the foot by trying to prove that the AMD is bad. By trying to prove AMD is bad, you just shot that thing in the foot. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. There's too many people out there that think they know what they're talking about when it comes to PC, and it just messes everything up even more. The VRAM size and the bus rate pretty much guarantee where your card is going to, when all the DLSS and all the magic can't work anymore, that's where your card's going to slot in. Your 4080 is going to slot in at 1440p. Turn off your DLSS and everything, all your magic, and find out exactly where your card sits. The 4090 can't run that. The 4090 can't run every single thing that's thrown at it at native 4K. So it's not a 4K card. If the 7900 XTX is not considered a 4K card, neither is a 4090. Yeah, there you go. 12 to... yeah, Gary B, that sounds about right. 1080p is 8 gigs without ray tracing. Without ray tracing. 10 gigabytes with ray tracing. Yeah, you got it right there. 12 to 16 for 1440p with ray tracing. And then 20 to 24. So, I mean, like, my card is a 4K card without ray tracing. So is clock speed. Yeah, I know the clock speed. I get that these cards can do it in some games, but it can't do it in all games. You know what I mean? RT isn't a requirement, man. It's an option. Exactly. That's how I'm gonna recommend products going forward on this channel is by the VRAM capacity. That way nobody will ever come back to me and be like, "Oh, Frog, you lied to me. You said this 16 gigabyte card was a 4K card and it's not a 4K card anymore. 2 months later it's 1440p now." Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to my community. I learned the hard way, and I will not recommend a card at a resolution spot that doesn't. I mean, dude, if your card's got like 20 to 24 gigs, I'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you could run that at 4K. If you want 1440p, I would look for something with 16 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, stick with it. DLS is way better. Well, right here, like, look right here. Let's see. This is Digital Foundry. Everybody takes them as gospel. FSR 3 is a frame generation similar to Nvidia DLSS. Wait, where was the one that... Okay, right here. So, how does FSR 3 look? At Gamescom, we had the demonstration on both titles running the new technology active on Radeon 7900 XTX, running at 4K output. Both were running with VSync on. The AMD recommends for frame pacing purposes. In the very small Forspoken demo we saw, the game was running locked 120 FPS and looked just like a normal, just as a VSync 120 FPS should look. The game was running FSR 2 quality mode, providing its own frame rate boost with frame gen, then taking you to the limit. In terms of fluidity and clarity, FSR 3 looked a match for DLSS 3. Looked a match. A view shared by Alex, Rich, and John, who were all present to see the demos. So, I guess DLSS isn't better anymore. It's just a match. Right? I don't know, man. Everybody takes those guys as the gospel. They are They are the experts. They know everything. I've been told a million times that I don't know what I'm talking about because the experts have already said it. This card have lower bit bus, but the clock a lot higher. Just look at the 3080 versus the... Dude, the 3080 is a freaking 10 gig is a 1080p card now for these newer games. Well, yeah, dude. Everybody always tells me you got watch a digital Foundry video. Watch a digital Foundry video. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. Whatever, guys. I'm not gonna argue with you. You want me to watch Digital Foundry? Well, Digital Foundry is saying that DLSS 3 and FSR 3 looked like a match. It looked like a match. Oh, everything is 1440p to be honest, except for the 4090 is the only card with RT on all games. Oh, I don't know. My brother has a 3080 10 gig. I was thinking, man, when he gets a new one, I will be getting that baby. But now I'm no longer looking forward to it because of the VRAM. Well, dude, if you just play like old games, if you play old games, it's fine. Yeah, if you play 8th gen games, bro, it's fine. The 3080 is a monster at 4K. Yeah, you're right. The 3090, like none of these, dude. See, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. The 3090 is the magnum opus for 8th gen games. You could run all of those at 4K max settings. Well, except for Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is the new game to destroy all freaking GPUs. The 3090, yeah, 3090, 1080p cards, man. You guys always go to the extreme. Cyberpunk destroys every card. Cyberpunk destroys every card. But 99% of those games out there, your 3090 could probably still run them at 4K. What other games do you guys have? Is it just this one that like completely obliterates your cards? Maybe even some Control from Remedy obliterates these cards? But it's only because of RAM, not the card. You're right. The card itself was a great card. Rasterization power, all of that shit. The VRAM destroyed that card. Magnum Hopeless has the 1440. No, if you go back and you play, dude, you guys are what the hell is wrong with you guys? 8th generation PlayStation 4 and Xbox One games run freaking bananas on a 3090. Do they not? They run great on a 3090. If you go over to next generation Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 games, they don't run as well anymore. And still get 60 FPS, huh? Well, if you guys are gonna let ray tracing dictate the rasterization power of your card, that's fine too. With ray tracing, yeah, all of these cards are not 4K. None of these cards are 4K cards. If that's the litmus test that we're going to use for it, none of them are 4K cards. Why are we spending so much money on a card that's not a 4K card? We're throwing our money away, wasting our money on this crap. Hitman 3, Witcher 3. TX 3090 24 384 bit, 4K memory size, and 4K bandwidth. Yeah, that's what the 3090 was designed for. It's still a 4K card that runs at 1440p with next gen games. $1,200 for 16 gigs of VRAM. Nvidia master plan to sell the 5080. Yeah, exactly. The 5080, watch it come out with like 20 gigs of VRAM. They'll be like, yeah, sorry guys, we messed up again. We couldn't figure it out, dude. The writing was on the wall, but we couldn't figure it out. Our AI didn't tell us. Blame the AI. The AI didn't tell us we were gonna need that. Got to decide, do we move forward with using next gen as a standard for performance measure, or do we use Rasta? Oh gosh. Dude, that's what, man, you guys need to quit defending Nvidia, bro. There's no reason to defend him. There's no reason to defend him. Can you believe the ponies actually believe that Sony is going to pay Microsoft hundreds of millions to put COD on their PS Plus service? I told them maybe Sony will. They will do that. They'll be like, sorry, our AI didn't tell us in time, man. We didn't know. We already started working on them. We couldn't possibly give you more VRAM. Sorry, we cannot do that. We put GDDR7 this time. There's no way we can go past 3 gigabytes of VRAM for you guys. You won't be able to afford it. That 4060 Ti will, or the 5060 Ti will come out with like 4 gigs of VRAM. Gosh. Sorry guys, we had to make them cheaper for you. It's a good question because Raster's 2018 graphics. Why are we using that as benchmark? Yeah, I'm talking about new games, C5. I'm talking about new games, the newer ones that are coming out. Higher texture quality, Unreal Engine 5, all of these things that are going to use more VRAM than your standard 8 and 10 and 12 gigs. Making FSR 3 open sources for even Nvidia GPUs when they lock their software to their hardware does make Nvidia look shitty for their consumer though. It does, man. And it'll be the show free on Game Pass, $70. Nvidia is horrible for what they do to their customers, man. Like I'm not going to defend them. Cyberpunk is more demanding than new games. You're right. But only because of like ray tracing. Them visuals, dude, I get 4K without ray tracing. I get 4K well over 60 frames a second with this card, man. Well over 60 without ray tracing. You turn on ray tracing and it destroys that thing. Let's see, man. I've got it hooked up. I might even be able to actually stream it for you guys. Let me see if I do have it on here. Could have sworn I did. Yeah. Let me turn on my frame generator. Let me turn on my frame generator on my frame rate counter. Let's see what kind of 4K frame rate we get. Oh man, if it'll even start up while we're on here. Do I have the right one on there? I have to turn off this ray tracing. I don't know if it's gonna work. Not when it comes to Nvidia's VRAM. Their VRAM is the most expensive, apparently. Oh man, see, I only get 30 frames. 30 frames a segundo. 30 frames a segundo. Settings. Let's see settings. Graphics. Ultra. Texture quality high. Off. Off. High. High. Gotta make sure none of these have screen space reflections. Psycho. Porque. Continue at Porque. Porque. Let's see how it runs at Porque native. Natively at Porque. Ooh, we might get 30 frames. What the heck? Do I have it locked on 30 frames or something? We're getting 35 frames a second at 4K. If we look at this guy, we get 80 frames. Settings, graphics, ray tracing ultra, quality, let's see. Whoop. Ray tracing ultra with quality FSR at 4K. You get 35 frames a second. I do have it now. Yeah, I don't know. I could have sworn I checked this out the other day and I was over 60 frames a second at 4K without ray tracing on. But I am running Streamlabs right now too. I think most of that's because I'm running this Yeah, dude, because I should be getting over 60, even with this, with just regular ray tracing. I think Streamlabs is holding us back on this ray tracing. I'll have to make a video. I'll do a video on it and all, because I think Streamlabs is affecting the overall FPS right now. Let's see. Let's take this down to 1440p. Oh yeah, dude. It's got to be Streamlabs, because at 1440p I was getting like almost 90 frames. So yeah, we're just getting cut. We're just getting cut on with the Streamlabs OBS. Well, let's see. Settings. If I go to 1080 and then apply that, and then I go to graphics and I turn on the path tracing. Hey, it plays like the PlayStation 5. Because I could have sworn I was over 60 frames with just regular ray tracing on this. Because you know what? Watch this. Turn off the frame counter and oh my gosh, man, it's actually kind of playable. Let's see if it's still playable at 1440p. Let's see how it feels. This might destroy it though. Nope. Dude, I want to see how that frame gen's gonna work on this. You see that dude just jump? This right here with path tracing, man, 1440p. And this is quality FSR. Let's see if we come over here and we go to ultra performance. Whoa, look at that, man. I'm getting in the 50s with ultra performance. Yeah, I mean, you can get this up to 1440p with that ultra performance on there, and it still looks pretty dang good, man. You can see out there in the distance where it starts to look like a little bit like shimmery on stuff, but FSR even ultra performance looks decent on this. There's a lot of straight edges in this game. For Xbox One, I have an Xbox One, Pella. I already have one. Can do it. Immortals of Abraham that the God of War can't do. Jump. You can jump in Immortals of Avian. I don't know, man. I was told I couldn't use path tracing on this card, right? I mean, if I had the 7900 XTX, it would probably be better than what I'm getting right here. Huh. I jumped. Oh, dang. That was a pretty far drop. All right, well, I think it looks all right. I'm not too worried about it. I am not too worried about it because it works and I can play around with it, so I don't even care. Ultra performance, man. And it gave me ultra performance. And it still looks okay. How much the human eye can detect. I thought it looked fine, man. I'm not worried about that at all. That was with playing with I mean, I was uploading that at 4K for you guys, man. If you guys thought that looked fine, yeah. Because this is all set up to stream at 4K. You guys should be getting 4K, right? Yeah, FSR looks pretty decent. DX11 and 12, that's game changing in my opinion. I hope Nvidia do that. Nvidia won't even bring frame generation to the 30 series card, man. What's up, Michael? How's it going? Nvidia won't even bring frame gen to their freaking 30 series card. What makes you think they're going to try to do it for all of DX11 and 12? Oh, Nvidia don't care. They don't care. I was just benchmarking D4 with RSR and it works tremendously, upscaling to 4K. Nice. D4. Do a 30-minute benchmark, Frog. So you compare when the Green magic arrive on Team Red. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do a 30-minute run on that. Oh, Diablo 4. Oh, I see. I was gonna buy that for PC. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I was looking for a cheaper code. I don't want to pay another full price for it. I already paid $100 and something for the first one, so I was trying to find it for cheaper. Nvidia don't care more about. Oh man, I think AMD's doing good. I came into AMD with like low expectations. Okay, guys. With all the fanboys out there for Nvidia, I came with the Nvidia bros. I came to AMD with low expectations, but this card has consistently blown me away. That's why I'm like, wow, this is a damn good experience for way less money. And everybody's like, well, I try Cyberpunk, man. This see how it does in Cyberpunk. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm not afraid to try it. Like, I get a playable experience. Right now is a top 4 cards. And it's a great price card, but it's known to run less on RT. It's a trade-off. Yeah, I came into this card thinking that I was leaving ray tracing on the. I literally bought this card thinking that I wasn't going to get ray tracing anymore, but I get ray tracing. Intel is the GOAT of GPU. What would you know, Mr. Packers? Did you buy one? Go get one, dude. Go get an A770. And leave those pay stations in the dust, bro. You can still be Team Blue, man. You can still be Team Blue. That PlayStation 5 can't hold a candlestick to that A770. I think a lot of people put way too much emphasis on Nvidia, bro. Like I do. Nvidia's not bad, don't get me wrong, but like, gosh dang, dude, the mental gymnastics that people go through to protect Nvidia's image, bro, is incredible to me. It's incredible to me. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, your card can't ray trace as good as my $2,000 card, man. I'm like, yeah, dude, I paid $800 for it. I didn't expect that. I paid $800 for this card. I didn't expect it to like outshine ray tracing, man. But I 100% get my rasterization power out of this card every time. Go Packers as Team Blue. I know. Hey, man, that's fine, bro. Come to PC. So you can suffer like the rest of us. Come to PC, my friends, so you can suffer like the rest of us. Because that's what we do. We suffer, and we make each other suffer. I started PC gaming so I could suffer like everybody else. He's the only Sony fanatic. I know. He's just oh, dang. Oh, we need more competition in the GPU market. Yeah, definitely. Bring it on, and Intel. I would buy an Intel GPU. I don't care. I've already made that commitment that I do not care. I will try all of them. Actually, guys, that's what I'll do. I'll put that 5800X back in that freaking that HP, and then I'll buy an A770 for it. I'll get an Intel card for it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy an Intel card and put it in there. Ooh, Intel Arc A770. Because that one's got 16 gigs of VRAM, right? Acer Predator Bifrost. That's not even bad. 319. I want the 16 gigabyte one. I'm not paying your high price, Walmart. Yeah, see, look at that. 16 gigs of 256. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll buy that and I'll put it in that other one. I'll put that Intel back together, or I'll put that HP back together. Hey man, I love your videos. They helped me get a 7900 XT, and I'm currently building it. I'm struggling right now with the power supply cables. Which ones? Put all of them on there. Plug them all in, and then slide your power supply in there, and then put the screws in the back of it. And then, what case did you buy? Read us a story, Frog. I already read you guys a story from Digital Foundry. I already read you a story of Digital Foundry saying that it's good as DLSS 3. Oh, that's going to haunt them forever, bro. Of course, I'll do the job, but you don't need an X3D for streaming, saying their counterparts do better. I bought a Montec Air 603, I think. Does it have I know for my H7 Flow, like, it was pretty easy, man. I just ran the cords up, plugged that one in. There was the CPU cable that comes up over the other side, and then the GPU cables come up through like a little bottom thing. And then your hard drive, or your hard drive cables, you know, your power cables for your hard drive and stuff. What is Digital Foundry? Oh, they're the ones. They're the experts. They are the experts. Read it again, please. All right, let's see if it's still on there. You guys. Oh, sheesh. Gerald Gamer. All right, guys, I'll read you a bedtime story. Okay. So how does FSR 3 look? At Gamescom, we had a demonstration of both titles running in the new technology, active on Radeon 7900 XTX, running at 4K output. Both were running with VSync on, which AMD recommends for frame pacing purposes. In the very small Forspoken demo we saw, the game was running locked at 120 frames per second and looked just as a VSynced 120 FPS should look. The game was running in FSR 2 quality mode, providing its own frame rate boost with FrameGen, then taking you up to the limit in terms of fluidity and clarity. FSR 3 looked a match for DLSS 3. A view shared by Alex, Rich, and John, who were all present to see the demos in person. There we go. It is almost as good as DLSS 3.5. No wonder why they came out with the 0.5, because FSR caught up. Oh, dude. How about the Monarch? Oh, yeah. Read it again. Say a YouTube channel, a group of reviewers more accurately. I was kidding. Nice having you up late with us. Bro, I was kidding. No, man, we can read that all the time. We'll start reading that at the start of every live. DLS or FSR3 is as good as DLSS 3. That's why they had to come out with a you should post reaction videos to DF. Maybe we should do that, huh? Cut Alex Batali, cut him off and be like, oh, well, let me talk about my findings that I'm seeing that are a little bit different. FSR spooked them for sure. They keep on them too. Now they're like, oh my gosh, dude, we got to do a 3.5. Well, we can't give the 30 series frame generation. Oh, I know, but we can fix the ray tracing that we broke with DLSS. That's funny. I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know. Okay, but I gotta go, guys. Mama's gotta go to bed. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me again. In my loneliness. Whoa, man. Ooh, analytics. Analytics are very, very low for this live stream. We need more people. It's just because I don't live stream that much anymore, huh? So, all right, my friends. I'll see you guys later. I gotta go to bed too. So